Um,
Hi.
Guys, how is everybody doing? This is Chidi, and this is
Kara
and
Ijama.
yeah, we're both reaching you guys from Toronto, Canada, and uh, I just wanted to we just wanted to reach out to all our comrades wherever they are, and nobody has nobody has put me to this. Nobody has instructed me to do this. I am not doing this, from any kind of official position at all. I'm just doing this as a friend of Sowore. That's just what I'm doing it as. I'm doing it as a friend of Sowore. I'm doing this as a Nigerian. I'm doing this as a father. I'm doing this as a brother. I was talking with my kids about this whole thing, and then I was no, we're talking about it. So it just led me want to share with them what you can come close. Then come close, guys. Come close, them. Can I? Okay, your seat. You want to bring? Hold on, guys. Okay, Grandma. Can I bring you your floor? Yeah. Don't worry, they can see you. Just sit down, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. The reason I'm doing this is because some of us, when we talk about Sowore, when we visualize him, we just see him like just one man. We forget that he's married, he has a wife, and he has kids. Okay, he has very loving kids too, just like me. And I know my kids are very fond of him. They've met him, they've interviewed him, they know him as Uncle Sowore, and they were asking me what happened, and I was telling them, what has happened to Sowore, and they were just so heartbroken, and that's what made us to just want to talk about it. So, Ijoma,
I want him to be released.
you want Ijoma, what do you want to say?
To be released from jail. Why did the police arrest him when he didn't even do anything bad?
Yeah, the police arrested him because he was trying to
Protest.
he was saying that the Nigerian government should do the right thing for the citizens of Nigeria. You guys, what do you think tell me, what do you think is the situation in Nigeria about roads, about lights, about kids? You can talk to the people. You can talk to
I think the governor of
the government
of Nigeria is just lazy and really greedy.
Why do you think they're lazy and really greedy?
Because he doesn't help the country with his money. He just helps himself.
But the money belongs to the people. It belongs to the citizens of that country. Yeah,
But he just stole it.
Well, are you guys happy? Are you guys happy?
No.
When you went to Nigeria, did you like that there was, the mosquito? It's not the government fault that there was mosquito there, but when they took the light, did you like it?
No. You get almost like 10 blackouts or 12 blackouts in one day.
Did you like the roads?
It was really bumpy.
They were bumpy. All right. How about the kids that you saw? Did you like how they were looking? Lots of kids.
Those little cute babies. One that looks like Ken has little chubby cheeks and those brown eyes.
Yeah, they have beautiful kids in Nigeria, but the funny thing is,
some of them are starving. It's not funny.
If you see where they go to school, I wish I had taken you guys to see where they go to school, and
I saw.
Okay, saw the classrooms that didn't have chairs in them and no roofs and stuff like that. Those classrooms that are in the village where there was no windows in the classroom, there were no doors, and these are kids like you, and those are the things that show.
They deserve better.
They deserve better. I know. In your school here, do you guys sit on the floor?
No. They don't even have pajama day or pizza day like we do. That's sad.
Oh, wow. They want to see your face the more. They're not seeing your face. Anyways, guys, the reason why we're doing this is I really wanted you guys to have a compassion, to see this from a compassionate side. These my kids. Ijoma, how would you feel if I was in jail?
I would be heartbroken, literally.
How would you feel if I was
My
in
heart
jail?
would be broken, and I would always be crying in my room silently.
You see, that's how Shore's children are feeling right now.
Oh, that's so sad.
Do you guys want me to?
No.
No, hold on. How about if I leave everything here? I leave taking you guys to school,
No.
and I just go to Nigeria to go and. Do you guys want it?
No.
Why?
I was sad when you went to Nigeria.
You were sad when I went to Nigeria. It wasn't fun.
I missed you so much.
But you see, that's what Sowore has to do. And you know the funny thing? When Sowore leaves his kids, the kids, he's not taking them, he's not going to. Remember when you guys do things in school? I have to come for your, I have to come for your fun fair. I have to come for your presentation. I have to come for lots of those things. But Sowore cannot do that. He has to go to Nigeria to fight so that other kids and their parents can enjoy the good things of life. And guess what? Some people in Nigeria right now are still, like they're talking him down, they're castigating him, they're taking. I don't understand. They say, he's not serious.
He is.
Can you imagine when somebody has left?
He's taking so much risk, and they're just laughing at him. Why don't they do it?
Exactly. Why don't they do it? He's taking so much risk and they're laughing at him. Why don't they do it? That's the same question I keep asking myself. Like, you say you should have done like this, you should have done like this, and they're not doing it by themselves.
Yeah.
It's kind of very ridiculous.
It's kind of selfish and really wicked.
It's selfish and really, really wicked. Wow. Okay, so you know what the government did? They went to his house and they knocked on.
Him.
They went to his house, they knocked on his door, they bashed into his house.
And they took him.
They took him here. And they put handcuffs on him. And now they refuse that anybody.
On a normal day, they just barged into his house and took him.
Yeah, on a normal day. Is that how they arrest people here? When they arrest people here, you come and
they try to run away, then the police catches them and
no. Yeah, but that's when people steal something, guys. This. What I'm trying.
If you committed a crime and went home, and somebody found out that you committed a crime, they will just knock on your door, and if you don't answer, they have to.
But that is what you do to criminals. Do you think Sowore is a criminal?
No, he's just a very friendly guy that wants to help the planet and his own nation.
He's a friendly guy that wants to help the planet and help his own nation. And then the government took him and they put him in jail where there's mosquitoes biting him
and
there.
There's other
it's not
criminals.
Comfortable. There's other criminals there too. They put him in a maximum security jail. And for 2 days right now, he's sleeping in jail.
I don't think they put him in those filthy orange suits?
Yeah, they're gonna put him in jail clothes.
No, did he go?
Did
he go to court?
No, they didn't charge him to court. That's what they're supposed to do. The funny thing is, you guys know better than most of these people. You even know that they're supposed to charge him to court, and these guys, they're refusing to charge him to court. Anyway, guys, you're gonna run along, and so there's a lot of people who want to go and protest so that the government will release him. What do you want to say to them? Do you want to thank them? What would you want to say to them for saying that they're going to go and sacrifice themselves and fight, to see that Sowore is released? What do you guys want to say to those people?
They should all deserve whatever they've all wanted.
Okay, you want them to get
happiness.
Okay, you're wishing them happiness. Okay, they deserve goodness. They deserve whatever they want in life. For trying to support Sowore.
Yes. Okay. And if they're just lying for money, that's gonna be bad.
Okay. All right, guys. I don't understand that part, but I heard the part where you said that you're wishing them whatever good they want in life. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right, I'll see you guys. Let me talk to them. Go stay with mommy, okay?
I want to play.
Go, just go.
Yeah, I want to go there. Bye.
So guys, you see, I'm just gonna remove the comments so they don't distract me. I don't want to see people talking trash now that we're talking something serious. So guys, I just want to beg you, as you go out tomorrow, wherever you are, we're gonna be agreeing with you both in spirit and in flesh. We're gonna be doing it right here in Canada. We're gonna be doing it in Toronto, in Montreal, in Alberta, in other cities in Canada. If we're not able to do it in those cities, we'll all converge on Tuesday at the Nigerian embassy in Ottawa to protest the the abduction of Sowore by DSS men. Um, I don't care what people say. Sowore is my friend, and you don't abandon your friend, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. People tell me, Chi, did you know what you're doing? You're gonna be an accomplice and all that. But you know what? You don't wake up and you decide what happens to you. You just pray to God. You just keep your hands clean, keep your way straight, and whatever you see, you take it. I believe in the cause that Sowore is fighting for. I've told people, if I wouldn't be doing this, I'm not just doing this because it is Sowore. I'm doing this because what he is fighting for, it's something real. It is something that is existing in Nigeria. So if he is sacrificing, when he was saying that he will sacrifice this, he will sacrifice this, people just kept saying that he's not serious, he's not serious. They wanted to see how serious he was. Maybe being in jail right now will make some people realize that he is serious. But I don't know what else you want him to do. You want him like Loretta Onochie was accusing him of. You want him to pour fuel on himself and burn himself. Would that be when you take him serious? No way. He has done everything. People were saying, oh, why did he go and run for presidency? After he lost for presidency, he's now talking about revolution. No, Sowore already started revolution now. Somebody was reminding me of it. Somebody was reminding me of it yesterday. Way back when Jonathan was even in power. He came down to Lagos and he tried a little bit of it. So that's where, if you go and Google revolution now, you see how far back that thing was treated. It wasn't something that started right now. So it's a struggle that he's been with since his days of student unionism. If you know Sowore very well, he's an activist, he's not a politician. So all this politics thing, when he was doing his movement, Take It Back movement, people were saying, my friend, go and sit down, go and sit down. If you want a change in Nigeria, you have to go and you have to buy the form and you have to contest an election. That is the constitutionally approved way of getting into power. So he left Take It Back movement. He left his activism because you people say that he is lazy, he cannot contest, he cannot do this, he wants to take it through the back door. He said, okay, let us follow you and do it. So he got his form and he contested. He did everything. He went around Nigeria, he did town halls, he campaigned, he did everything. When it was time for election, you guys rigged the election. You rigged the election. You shut down his drone. You just. I contested for the election too, so I'm not saying what Sowore told me. I know what I saw. You gave you one vote. Can you imagine? Every local government they give you one vote. Even the members of AAC themselves were more than that in a polling station. But they control everything. They control the youth corps there. They control the police that was there. They control the INEC officers. It's so pathetic. I never want to talk about that election. That election, nobody can ever stand and defend that election. Whether you're APC or PDP, but I don't want to talk about politics right now. What I'm trying to say is that election was not an election. It was rigged. Whoever survived that, made it through that election, made it out of selection. It wasn't free and fair. But past election, the situation has not changed. You and I know. Did the prices of foodstuff come down? Did the security situation improve? The military, see, don't even believe what I'm saying. Go and look at our military men. Go and see the kind of videos that they are posting. Go and see the large scale fraud that was being uncovered about the Nigerian army. How monies that were supposed to be used to buy ammunition was diverted by those people that were supposed to use it to buy ammunition for soldiers. And so our soldiers were always slaughtered. How about the ambush on our soldiers? What I'm trying to tell you is that the security situation in Nigeria got very, very bad. And so Moyele Sowore is saying, "Look, man, we can't just sit and fold our arms and watch these people just misbehaving. Look at them, they just misbehave. You know about the cabal in Abuja. You know how they're running things to the point where the wife of our president says that, look, oh, I don't know what is happening. It's not me that said it. I mean, you know, we try to pretend that we don't know what's happening. Aisha Buhari herself said, things have gotten out of hand, though. It's not my husband. All these things that it's not Buhari. Let me tell you something. I'm not sure it's Buhari that ordered the kidnap of Sowore. He probably doesn't even know what's going on. I'm telling you. But you know, the buck stops in front of him on his table. He is the leader. So whatever, however it happens, he is the one that we're going to blame. Because if he didn't send it, when he heard it, what did he do? Okay, so that is the situation. I'm trying to, if you say I'm justifying, yes, I'm justifying. If you say I'm defending, yes, I'm defending Sowore because I know his intentions. I know what he has in mind. That's why he embarked on this revolution now. That is him going back to the activist that he is. If you want to judge Sowore about being a politician, he contested for presidency just how many months? That is all his all other years of his life. He has been an activist. He opened a newspaper. It was an activism-based newspaper. He was just exposing people who were corrupt. He was exposing people behaving badly in government. That's who he has always been. So I'm surprised when those that don't know him hear him talking about revolution and they say, oh, when did this guy just wake up? And you see, but Nigerians are very, very impossible. He contested for election. Say, oh, you think you can just get up and start contesting for an election? You have to wait and have an experience. Now he's asking you to protest, to start a revolution. Say, oh, how can you just start a protest? How can you start a revolution? You have to go and do what again? You understand? So, as this young man has literally laid down his life for this cause, I don't think that we should disappoint him, especially the Nigerian youth. He is pursuing a goal that is in the interest of the citizens of Nigeria. You know it within you. You that is a Buhari supporter, you know it within you that Buhari is not doing well. You that is an APC member, you're just there as a party member, but you know very well that Buhari and this government is not doing well. So I'm going to ask you to set your heart. If you, those of you that have been bought, those of you that are agents, those of you that are trolls online, that you keep on sending reports against us, those of you that keep on going to give us thumbs down and flagging our posts and flagging our videos because you're paid by Loretta Onochie. We know all of you, but so you keep doing what you're doing. You're like the devil's advocate. We don't care. Keep doing your dirty work. But for those of you who, you know, you have a conscience, I want you to appeal to your conscience. This young man left America. This place is so fine. I'm telling you, I am outside in my backyard. It's so peaceful. My neighbor over there is having barbecue. Over there too, they're having barbecue. People are just relaxing on a Sunday afternoon. The weather is just so nice. There's peace. You're not hearing people shouting. Everybody has food in their fridge. And people have extras. People are just looking for the whole town. It's a public holiday tomorrow. The government just gives that public holiday for nothing. Just because it is summer, they will just want people to enjoy. Can you believe it? They are not celebrating anything. They just say, oh God, guys, just go and have fun. That is how peaceful this place is. That's how peaceful North America is. You have everything that you want here. Sowore does not have any reason to go to Nigeria. I don't have, my friends tell me that I'm crazy. People who are Nigerians here, they tell me that nothing is wrong, that something is wrong with me. Even this video that I'm doing right now, they come and tell me, Chidi, what's the matter with you? Leave this thing alone now. This thing you're saying, people in Nigeria are not ready. The people in Nigeria don't need this thing. Why are you breaking your head? Why are you drinking Panadol on top of another person's headache? That's what they tell me. But I'm telling you, it's not like that for me. It's not like that for me because I have a heart and I feel for Nigeria. Nigeria, the country, Nigeria is what made me today. And let me tell you something. Some people have become so I don't know, you become so sensitive when I say the country Nigeria. Whether you are fighting for Biafra, whether you are fighting for Duduwa Republic, whether you're fighting for Niger Delta, whether you're fighting for Arewa Republic, I don't have any problem with you. Okay, so but for the basis of this my broadcast and what you're talking about, I'm using the entity called Nigeria as it still exists today. It was back home that I studied architecture, that I got a master's degree in architecture, that I trained in building construction, and all the skills that I am using here in Canada, it was in Nigeria that I got imparted with all of those things. That's where I came to meet the Lord Jesus Christ. That's where I became born again. That's where I trained as a minister, a care group leader, and coordinator in Family Worship Center. But I can tell you that training is more than any other pastoral training I've gotten since I left Nigeria. So I owe a lot to Nigeria. But beyond that, I have friends. I have friends like you that are in Nigeria watching me right now. I'm not selfish. I can just stay here and just eat burger and just eat chicken and eat. There's food here. There's free food now. I can just enjoy myself and not bother about Nigeria. I know people. The population in Toronto here is close to 50,000 Nigerians. I'm telling you. Over 50,000 Nigerians. I was the president of Nigerian Canadian Association here, and I spoke with Statistics Canada, and they gave me the statistics. It keeps increasing. From last year till now, more than 60,000 Nigerians have entered Ontario. But where are they? They don't care about what goes on in Nigeria. They have escaped that place. They don't want to hear you talk about Nigeria at all. They don't care. You tell them they kill somebody, they say, now then they kill themselves. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear at all. So Sowore does not have any need to come and be doing what he is doing. I don't have any need to be. Everybody that is trying, put the people in Nigeria who are not giving up. I don't want you guys to give up. There is a cause that we are fighting for. We must hold strong. As you go out tomorrow, please do not be afraid. If I was in Nigeria, you know I'll be out there. I was not afraid when right from my school days. I've been an activist. Those of you who know me very well know who I am. So those of you who come here and be yapping and say, oh, you're there in Canada talking, come back in Nigeria. I was in Nigeria throughout the elections. I campaigned as governorship candidate of Enugu State. I went to all the local government areas in Enugu State. I went to all of them. We went from one local government to one local government. We went into the villages without police. We went to the places where they have chieftains of the other political parties, because, that is what it took for us to try to talk to our people. And what you're seeing today, I think we raise the consciousness of our people. We may have lost in the elections, but we are still seeing ripples of our activities in Nigeria. And for that, we don't regret our activities in Nigeria. So I just decided, because I know that it's getting late now in Nigeria, it's probably about 6 o'clock or so, and I'm going to get busy preparing for the protest tomorrow. So I just decided to do this broadcast to encourage you and to let you know that what we're going to be doing tomorrow is a very serious thing. I called the police here, and I got permission from them, and they approved for our protest tomorrow. And a lot of Nigerians are going to come out there. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of Biafrans, a lot of people who don't like what is going on. We're all going to come out, and we're going to support Sowore, and we're going to keep putting pressure on the government till they do the right thing. I don't think they understand what they have done. I know they are desperate. I know it's a knee-jerk reaction. They know what is coming to them. They are scared. They want to do anything to stop it, but you cannot stop a moving train. You can't stop a tsunami, and that is what is happening. We are going to be moving. You probably have to build a lot more prison cells because a lot of people are going to be ready to go into that cell tomorrow. But I'm going to request that you stay safe. Don't do any rash actions. Know that these people don't think like they're supposed to think. They're not like the police over here who are trained very well and they know what they're supposed to do. They're going to be people amongst these policemen who want to take advantage of the situation and be mischievous and even be overzealous. But I know God will protect everybody as long as what we're doing is something. God likes it when we are fighting for the oppressed. God likes it when we are fighting for the powerless. When we become a voice for the voiceless, God always backs you. So I know that the protection of God will be over all of you. And then we'll be monitoring the situation here. We are making efforts to contact foreign authorities here to let them know what is going on. They will not sit back and watch. But I'm telling you, time has come when we cannot keep depending on foreign nations. They have enough trouble on their own. What you must do is that you must stand up and fight for yourself. Stand up and take back what belongs to you. That's what this whole thing is all about. It's a revolution that will start from inside your mind. It is a mindset. We must revolt against bad governance in Nigeria. We must revolt against things that are not going right in Nigeria. And God will be with you. The protest must go on tomorrow, and it will continue until Sowore is released. We'll be standing by to brief you on whatever we're able to get coming out of Nigeria, because only God knows what they might do tomorrow. They might do something with telecommunication to make sure that because they know that the whole of social media will be alive tomorrow. They know that we are going to be working overtime on Twitter, on WhatsApp, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. We are going to be there. Shebi, we are masters at this game, so we will be there, and so they are going to do things to try to infiltrate and jam all our communication handles. So, but I just keep praying for you guys. It's a very, very hard time, but what can we do? They brought this fight also. We need to fight back. We are fighting for our future, not just our future, because our time is almost done, but it's for the future of my kids that you saw beside me. We are fighting for the future of the kids of Sowore. We are fighting for your own kids, because tomorrow they will look back. If we don't savage Nigeria right now, they're going to look back and say, Daddy, Mommy, what did you do? What did you do during your own time to make sure that I had a future? Will you turn around and tell them, yes, there was a call for a protest, but you know what? I chickened out. And I just said, let them just continue doing what they're doing. And that is why tomorrow you guys don't have a future. God forbid, that's not what I'm going to tell my children. I'm going to look and tell my children, listen, do you know there was a time in Nigeria when some bad people were in government, when they refused us doing this, when they refused us that, when they prevented us from doing this, but we said no, and we went out to the streets, and we protested, and we engaged them, and we put pressure on them until they started doing the right thing. That is why today you have good schools, you have good roads, you have that, you have that, you have that, and they'll look at me and they'll say, Daddy, I'm proud of you. So I hope your actions tomorrow will make your children in future be proud of you. And I hope that your actions tomorrow will not make you tomorrow, your children will say, I regret being your child. I wish I was the child of another man or woman. My name is Dr. Chidi, and I'm reaching you from Toronto, Canada. a luta continua.